Where's that one? The one from the balm. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is not working for me. Today we are going to do another declutter. I will link the other declutter that I've done like in this particular series down below. I'm also filming a try on and wear test for a new foundation today. If that video is up by the time this one gets posted, I'll link that down below too. But today we're doing eyeshadows. I have like 6 drawers of like eyeshadow singles and eyeshadow palettes and shit. This is probably going to be a long video. I might end up splitting it into 2 parts. It depends on just how long it is because I don't want it to be like an hour long. We will just have to see how it goes. But today we are going to do eyeshadows. We're going to jump in. I have like them all piled around me, and I think I do have like a few newbies that are hiding somewhere that I haven't like gotten to yet. So we're going to pretend like those don't exist for today. And today we are just going to focus on these eyeshadow palettes. So we're going to jump in because this is just like, I'm going to try to avoid putting it into 2 parts if I can, because like I'm not a big fan of like 2-part videos, but we're just going to have to see what happens. So let's get started. Okay, so some of these I have in like these cute little organizers and some I don't. So we're going to start with this little organizer of single shadows. These are alphabetized because I am crazy, but we're going to get started. The first one is the Ardency In Modster Light Catching Eye Powder in Purple Hearts. Like, this is cute. I just never use it. And I feel like once like it goes on, it just turns black. So this one I'm going to pass along. This is a Blossom Dusty Miller eyeshadow. I actually got this in an Ipsy bag quite recently. The packaging kind of bugs me though. Like, it is a really pretty shade, but I really don't like that packaging at all. So this one I'm going to pass along. I have a bunch of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows in various forms of use. Honestly, I think I'm going to keep all of these. I really enjoy these. I really love the colors, and I think I'm just going to keep all of them. This is the Helios Beauty eyeshadow in Pinkies Up. This one is actually really beautiful. Like, oh, it's so pretty. This one I'm definitely going to keep. I have a Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics Super Intense Eyeshadow Duo in Supercharged. I love this duo. It's so gorgeous. So this one I'm definitely going to keep. This is a Casier Weiss eyeshadow, and this one is in Pretty Purple. It's a stunning purple, and these are so expensive, like, for what they are. So I'm definitely going to keep that because I do really like that one. I have 3 L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. I think I'm going to keep all of these because I'm not a huge fan of like loose shadows, but these are, since they're more pressed loose shadows, I do reach for these quite a bit more. So I think I'm going to keep all of those. I have the Lord & Berry Lips and Eyes Makeup Specialist eyeshadow in 4469. I actually really like this shade. It's beautiful for like a crease if you're doing like a red or a pink look. So this one I'm going to keep. I have a MAC single in See the Future, which I literally purchased for the crease. So this one I'm going to keep. That one's fairly new too. I have a Milani Bella Eyes Gel Powder eyeshadow in Bella Espresso. This one I'm going to keep. It's a really beautiful color. Like, it really is. I probably do have it in palettes, but I really enjoy that. I have one of the NYX pigments. This is in Stunner. And I think I am going to keep this just because I don't have a ton of pigments, and this is a really beautiful shade. So I think for right now I'm going to keep it. I might go back. I have a Natasha Denona single in Aubade. So freaking stunning. Definitely keeping that one. This is the Smashbox Cover Shot Golden Hour eyeshadow duo in Turned On and Psyched. Honestly, like, I've had so many of these as like free samples or whatever, and I have a bunch of the Cover Shot palettes, so this one I'm going to pass on. This is the Space Case Cosmetics eyeshadow in Love Potion number 3. Once again, such a beautiful shade. So this one I'm going to keep. This is a Tartiste Metallic Shadow in Poker Face. This one I just got during the like build your own event. It's just shattered, and I feel like it's going to only get messier from here. So sadly, this one I'm going to pass along. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Half Baked. I love this shade so much. Totally keeping that one. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Lounge. Oh my god, like this is such a stunning shade. Oh, I'm definitely 100% keeping that one. And then this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Solstice, which is also so freaking stunning. So definitely keeping that one. And then in the back, I have a NYX glitter primer and then a bunch of NYX glitters, which I'll be honest, I don't use the glitters like a whole lot, but I do think I am going to hang on to them just because they are nice to have when I do want them. And like these are all of the glitters that I have, which I don't think is like too crazy. So those I'm going to keep. I have some palettes, like depending on size, in these little organizers here. So we're going to go through this organizer next. This is the Bare Minerals Ready Eyeshadow 4.0 in the Possibilities. This is a really simple quad, but I actually do like it. It's really good for just very quick days, so I think I am going to keep that one. The Burt's Bees eyeshadow, what is this, a trio? In Countryside Lavender. This is actually a really beautiful trio too, and I was really surprised by the quality of this. So this one I'm going to keep. This is the Catrice Absolute Rose eyeshadow palette. I actually had two of these at one point and I got rid of one, but I do really like this palette, so this one I'm going to keep. The CoverGirl Peach Scented True Naked Peach Punch. Honestly, I haven't used this one very often, so I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. I'm going to try it out and see what the qualities of these shadows are like. They do feel kind of nice, but I know in the past, like, CoverGirl hasn't done the best eyeshadows, so this is going to be a maybe. I'm going to try that out. The Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. I love this palette, so this one I'm definitely keeping. This is a Chanel quad in 08. I love this. Like, I really love purple shadows. This is such a nice quad, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. I need to separate these. This is a Dior 5-color eyeshadow palette, and this is in Rosy Tan. I used to have a lot of these, and I ended up getting rid of most of them. The quality isn't the best, but I love the color story of this, and this is also really good for, like, more quick days where I don't have a ton of time. So this one I am going to keep as well. I have the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions, which is stunning, so I'm definitely going to keep that one. And a lot of the Huda Beauty, like these little obsession ones, I just recently got. This is Smoky Obsessions, which I'm definitely going to keep. And then I have the Warm Brown Obsessions, which just, oh, so freaking beautiful. The IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Must-Haves. This is the Luxe Transforming Eyeshadow Travel Palette. This is really nice for like base looks. It's not my favorite. I think I might end up putting this one in the maybes, and we'll kind of see how that goes. I have a Lancome Color Design 5-shadow palette. This is an Amethyst Glam. I freaking love this one. Like, look at those shades. So gorgeous. I'm totally keeping that. The Laura Mercier Boheme Chic Eye Clay palette. This one is also fairly new. I'm definitely keeping it though. So stunning. This is the Lorac Pro Matte eyeshadow palette. I do have a bunch of Lorac palettes, but this is really good for travel or just, you know, if I need like a really quick look. So I'm going to keep that one too. I have two of the MAC and Patrick Star eyeshadow palettes. This one is Glam AF, and this one is Goal Setter. I really love MAC shadows, and these are all like very wearable shades. They are kind of like similar looking palettes, but I think I am going to hold on to both of these for right now. And then I've got two of the MAC eyeshadow times 9. This is the navy times 9, and this one is the purple times 9. These are nice, like, small pans, but the colors are so beautiful, so I'm going to keep both of these too. The Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. Oh my god, I just got this, and I'm definitely keeping it. And then I have a ton of these Smashbox Cover Shot palettes. This one is a Blaze. And I think, honestly, like, I'm going to end up keeping all of these. This is Bold Glitter, which I use this one so much, it's weird. I've got Golden Hour, so I have both of the shades that are in the little duo that I'm passing along. I have both of those shades. I think that I have another one somewhere in my pile, but they're just so... I love these little palettes. This is the Tarte Tartiste Pro To Go. This one I actually do really like as well. There's some beautiful shades in here, so that one I'm going to keep. The Smith & Cult Book of Eyes. This is Icy Tears. I love these colors. Definitely going to keep this. This one is Interlude. Also love these shades. Oh. This is a Stowaway Dawn to Dusk palette. I've literally throughout my life had like 3 or 4 of these. This is an adorable little travel size palette, and the shades are actually really nice. The quality is really nice, so this one I am going to keep. I have the Urban Decay Naked Basics. This is just a really great basic palette, so I am going to keep this because I do enjoy having it in my collection. The Violet Voss HG Fun Sized. I actually do really like this. This is like relatively new to me, but I've liked it every time I've used it. Oh my god. You guys, I seriously have such an issue with eyeshadow palettes. It's not even funny. This is the YSL 5-color Couture palette, the Wild Illusion edition. This is seriously so pretty. I'm terrible. Okay, I have one other like container that I keep palettes in. So these are also like smaller palettes. The Balm Auto Balm Day to Night I just got, and I haven't had much of a chance to play around with it, so I am going to keep that one. This is the NARS Danger Control palette. I freaking love this palette. Like, it looks so unassuming, but it's so beautiful, so I'm going to keep that one. This is the Too Faced Razzle Dazzle Berry Eyeshadow Palette from their Tutti Frutti collection. I love this one. Like, I just love shades like this. I have such a problem. The Wander Beauty Wanderess Seascape. This is another like fairly new one. I just got this in a subscription box, but I really love it. So I'm going to keep that one. The Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics Original Sheen Intense Eyeshadow Palette. This one is actually really nice as well. And I'm going to keep it. Oh my god. The Winky Lux Kitten Palette. This came in a boxy charm. They're just so pretty. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to keep that one. This is the Winky Lux Sugar Kitten Palette. I love this one so much. Like, I've got some pretty deep dips in a caramel truffle and sprinkles, and I'm definitely going to keep that. The ColourPop Element of Surprise Palette. This is really beautiful, and I actually am really enjoying the ColourPop palettes. I have a couple more somewhere, but I'm going to keep that one. These are the Tetris and Ipsy palettes, so I have both of them. I've got Game On, which is a little boring to me, but like the collector in me says that I need to keep it. I don't know. And then Block Party, which this one is the one that I did like a full look from. I really like this. I honestly don't know like if I want to keep these though. Like, I did a whole video on this collection, which I'll link below. And I did really like these. Like, the palettes are beautiful. The eyeshadows are really great. I just don't know how much I would reach for these. Like, I ended up not being a huge fan of the packaging that these came in. And I don't like... I don't know. I'm going to put these in the maybe pile. This is the IBY Beauty City Limits palette. This is really nice. It's a really pretty palette, but it's very, very similar to the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And since I'm definitely keeping the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, I really don't think that I need both because there's so many. Like, I did an Instagram post a couple months ago just about the dupes that are in both of these palettes. And I think that I'm going to get rid of the IBY palette, but I am definitely going to keep the Urban Decay one. I have the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Friendication palette. 100% keeping this. I freaking love this palette. It's so good. This is the Ace Butte Grandiose palette. I really like this one too. I just love like the red and copper and orange color palettes. Oh my god. This is the Urban Decay. I don't even remember which palette this is from Urban Decay. It's so old, but it's one of my absolute favorites. And the shadows still work really good. So I'm definitely going to keep this one. This is the So Susan, the Silhouette Foiled Eyeshadow Palette. This one, honestly, ooh, that's really nice. Alright, I'm going to put this in my maybes because I need to try that out a little bit more. This is the Pure Festival Palette. This one came in a boxy charm. This one was actually really decent quality, so I'm going to keep this one. I really enjoyed playing with that. This is the Beauty by Pop Sugar Twilight Eye Palette. This one I think I'm going to put in the maybes because I'm not 100% sure if I love it or not. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Eyeshadow Palette Volume 1. This one I really did like too. This came in a boxy charm, so I'm going to keep that one. The Pretty Vulgar Nightingale Eyeshadow Palette. This one is so beautiful. It is like very basic shades, but it's so beautiful and I love the way it performs, so I'm going to keep that one. This is the Jouer Rose Gold Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette. This is so pretty. I'm totally going to keep this one. And then the Urban Decay Light Beam eyeshadow palette. I'll be completely honest with you, I like collect Urban Decay palettes. Urban Decay and Too Faced are my two favorite eyeshadow brands, so most of them I probably won't get rid of. Like, I know I went through and decluttered a couple of Urban Decay palettes a couple of months ago just because they were so old, like from high school old, but most of the Urban Decay and Too Faced palettes aren't gonna go anywhere. This is the Real Her shadow palette in Do Your Squats. This one is honestly kind of boring, and the quality isn't like crazy good. Like, it's okay, but like this matte is just very like patchy. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. The Urban Decay Troublemaker palette I'm gonna keep because it's Urban Decay. The Suva Beauty Saffron palette, I got this in a Try Beauty box. Oh my god, it's so freaking stunning. Totally keeping that one. The Pure Be Your Selfie. This one I actually did like as well. Very beautiful, like more nude shades, but there's a lot of glitters and shimmers, so I'm going to keep that one. This is the Lime Crime Pocket Candy Pink Lemonade Pressed Shadow Palette. As much as I want to not like this, just because like it's bulky and the pans are huge, I actually really do like this. So this one I'm going to keep. This is the Balm Foiled Again Foil Eyeshadow Palette. So freaking beautiful. I love it. I'm keeping it. And then I've got the Balm Meat Matte Nude, which is very simple and plain, and I probably could dupe all of these, but I do really like this palette when I need shades like that, so I'm going to keep that one. These two from Tarte, these are the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 and Volume 3. These are honestly like really boring to look at to me, but the shades are beautiful and they do work really well, so I think I'm going to keep both of these. And then I have the Tartelette in Bloom and the Tartelette palette. Once again, kind of boring, but they do work really well, and I do actually like reach for them and use them, so I'm going to keep those. I have the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes, which, Too Faced, hello, gotta love it. And then I also have White Peach, which, oh my god, this one's so beautiful. I'm going to keep both of those. Okay, so now we're going to get into like the larger sized palettes, I guess. So I have the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani palette that desperately needs to be cleaned. A lot of people didn't like this one, and I actually did like this one. So this one I am going to keep. I have a ton of these like little Too Faced tin palettes. So I've got the Too Faced Natural Matte, the Peanut Butter and Jelly, the Boudoir Eyes. I'm going to keep all of those. The Boudoir Eyes, actually, I've gotten like a really decent amount of use out of, but I'm going to keep all of those. The Urban Decay Elements palette, I have hit pan in the center shade here. This one I hate the packaging of, but it's so freaking pretty, so I'm going to keep that. The Too Faced Natural Love. A lot of people didn't like this one too. I love this one. I think it's so beautiful. I think the shades are so beautiful. I really want the Natural Lust palette. And I don't mind, honestly, the cardboard packaging because it's really easy to store, but I think it's just absolutely stunning, so I'm going to keep that. I have the Balm Meat Matte Shmaker, which I do use quite often, so I will be keeping that one. I have the Lorac Mega Pro and then the Mega Pro 3 palette. These are like ridiculously large, but I really do like these. Like, Lorac makes beautiful shadows, so I'm going to keep both of these. The Crown Beauty Glam Metals palette. This one was in like my little project pan. I love the shade Wild Things. I think I am going to keep this one. I do actually like that palette. The Urban Decay Vice Limited, you can pry this one out of my cold dead hands. I'm never getting rid of it. I love that palette. I have the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, like the original one. This one is really beautiful, and I think I am going to keep it. And then I've got the MAC In The Flesh palette. This one definitely needs to be cleaned up as well, but I really like it. I love the MAC shadows, so I'm going to keep that one too. Juvia's Place, the Nubian 2. This one, I think I might pass on. I'm not super in love with it. Like, some of the shades are really nice. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile. I'm going to put it in my maybe pile. We'll have to see. This is the Zulu by Juvia's, and this one my kids got into, so unfortunately this one is going to have to get passed along. This is the Urban Decay, oh my god, what is it? It's like some metals palette. I do really like it though. I hate the packaging with a passion, but I like the palette itself, so I'm going to keep that one. I have, do you guys remember these palettes? The Steal It in the Light, In the Garden, and In the Moment. Honestly, I love these palettes so much. Oh, wow. I honestly did not know that that one had been destroyed. Okay, well, this one's obviously gone then. And these two, I love them so much, but like they're just not performing like they used to. So I think it's finally time to let them all go. It just makes me so sad. I have Too Faced The Return of Sexy. This is probably my least favorite Too Faced palette, but I am going to keep it because I do have the collector's mentality. Too Faced Natural Eyes, keeping. The Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, keeping. I just ordered, because I have like very obvious issues, a bunch of the ColourPop monochromatic palettes. Definitely keeping these, like 100%. I literally just ordered them. I haven't even gotten a chance to try them yet. A couple Anastasia palettes. I have Modern Renaissance, Soft Glam. These are both brand new. I haven't used them yet. I actually got these during Prime Day, so I'm going to keep those. And then Subculture, which I love, and Prism, which I love. So I'm going to keep all of my Anastasia palettes. This is the Morphe Day Slayer 15D eyeshadow palette. I really love this because of that color story, just all those oranges. Oh, I'm definitely keeping this one. Too Faced A La Mode Eyes. I love this one, keeping. The Urban Decay Distortion eyeshadow palette, keeping 100%. It's so freaking pretty. This is the Urban Decay Vice palette. I think it's, I don't know what number it is though. It might just be like the first one, but I love this. I'm keeping it. I want all of their Vice palettes. They're so good. Urban Decay, the Glenda palette from the Oz the Great and Powerful. This is old as shit, but I love the colors in here, and these still perform really well, so I'm going to keep that. This is the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary palette. This one is also super duper old, but I just love it, so I'm going to keep that one. I have the Balm What's Your Tea. I have the Hot Tea and the Iced Tea eyeshadow palette. I really do like these. I did swatches, and some shades aren't like the best, but overall they are really good, and it's just so cute. Like the balm gets me every time, dude. So I'm going to keep that. This is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. This one I'm definitely going to keep. This is one of my favorite by Juvia's Place, so I'm going to keep that one. And then this is the Magic Mini. This one I'm also going to keep. I love like the little mini ones because the pans are way too big in the other ones. A couple more Too Faced palettes. I have the Chocolate Bar, which I'm going to keep, and then Sweet Peach, which I'm definitely going to keep. I have the Lorac Unzipped eyeshadow palette. I actually really like this one too. I think it's so beautiful, so I'm going to keep that one. This is the IT Cosmetics and Naturally Pretty Matte Luxe Transforming Eyeshadow Palette. I'm wondering how this and this one compare. So I'm seeing a lot of like very similar shades in both of these. So I am going to go ahead and get rid of the Travel palette, and I'm going to keep the full size palette. And then this is the Naturally Pretty Celebration. So just to give you kind of a comparison here, there is a lot more differences in this palette, or in these two palettes. So I'm going to keep both of these because I really love the IT Cosmetics eyeshadows. I have two Violet Voss Pro palettes. This one is Mad About You, which I'm going to keep. And this one is HG, which, oh my god, couldn't you just die? I'm going to keep. This is the Lorac Shine Bright Pro Eyeshadow Palette, which I actually do like. This was relatively new for me, so I'm going to hang on to that. The Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I freaking love this palette. Definitely keeping it. Here's some more Urban Decays. I have the Naked Smoky, which I'm definitely keeping. Naked Reloaded, which I'm actually pretty impressed with this palette and how much I like it, so I'm definitely keeping. The Naked Heat, which I'm going to keep. The Naked, which, like, you can't even get this anymore, so I definitely have to keep it. I've got Naked 2, which is well loved, but I'm going to keep it. And then Naked 3, which I'm going to keep. And then this one is also like almost brand new to me. This is a Naked Cherry. I have used it a couple times and I really like it, so I'm going to keep that one. I've got a couple more from the Balm. I have Nude Beach, which, oh my god, I freaking love these shades. So I'm going to keep this one. And then I've got Nude Tude, which I'm also going to keep because it's a classic, and like Standoffish is such a beautiful shade. So I'm going to keep that one too. I have some Lorac palettes. What are these? Okay, this is the Lorac Pro 3. This is the Lorac Pro 2, and then this is the Lorac Pro. I have actually hit pan in one of the Lorac Pro shades. I am going to keep all of these though because I really like Lorac's eyeshadow formula. They're so good. I have the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, one of my favorite like bright colored palettes, so I'm going to keep that one. Urban Decay Smoked, unfortunately, met the demise of my kids. So this one is going to be an Urban Decay that goes bye-bye. Oh, it makes me so sad. The Bare Minerals Bare Naturals. This one is really beautiful. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. I'm going to try this out and see what I think. The Lime Crime Venus palette, honestly, I'm going to put this in the maybe pile too because I'm not 100% sure if I like that one like enough to keep it or not. This is a Laura Lee Party Animal palette. This one I love because of the shades. They're so pretty. So that's what I'm going to keep. This, oh my god, this is the Urban Decay Sustainable Eyeshadow Palette. This was my first eyeshadow palette ever. It's so freaking old. I really don't use it anymore. I just keep it for like collector's sake, but I am definitely keeping it. I love it. And I actually, like, when I was in high school, this was my only eyeshadow palette for a very long time. And I used up the entire thing and then bought a second one. So this is technically like a repurchase from high school. I don't know. I'm going to keep it though. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. Definitely keeping it. This is the Tarte Dream Big palette. This one I do really like, actually. It's not like something that I would reach for every day, but it is really beautiful and I do use it. So I'm going to keep that one. I have the Urban Decay Vice 2, which, oh my god, I just love these Vice palettes, like seriously. And then Urban Decay Moon Dust, which is stunning and I'm definitely keeping. The Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey, I love this one. This is one of my favorites, so I'm going to keep that. I have the Too Faced, this is the Then and Now palette. This thing is huge, but it took me forever to hunt this down because I didn't want to pay full price for it, so I'm definitely going to keep it because I absolutely adore this palette. It's just like way big. I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Honestly, like, I'm not really purchasing from Kat Von D anymore. I have decided to keep some of her stuff just because at this point, even if I choose not to purchase from her, because I've already spent the money, like, I'm going to be the only one that gets hurt from that. However, this palette is honestly kind of boring to me. Like, the shadows are really nice, don't get me wrong. But, like, I've got other mattes, and this one just doesn't speak to me. Something about, like, the two of these palettes, I always want to reach for this one more than I want to reach for this one. Like, it does have really beautiful shades in it, but I have so many other matte palettes, and I just don't, like, literally, like, never find myself reaching for this one. So I think I'm going to pass this one along. And then I also have the Interstellar. This one is also just boring to me. Like, I don't understand why. It's just kind of boring. So I'm going to pass that one along. The Becca Volcano Goddess. I love this palette so much, so I'm definitely going to keep that one. This is the Nubian by Juvia's Place. I am going to keep this one. I love that one. This is the Saharan. I'm going to keep this one too. I like all the ones with like the smaller pans. This is ColourPop All I See Is Magic. I really like this one. Like, I don't know why. I just am so obsessed with this palette. So I'm going to keep that one. The Model's Own Barely There. I do like this palette, but I have so many other like neutral palettes that I like more. So this one I'm going to pass along. And then, oh, this is my last color shot. This is in Petal Metal, which I've been using quite a bit lately. So I'm going to end up keeping that one too. I am kind of proud of myself because while I am getting rid of, or while I am keeping like a ridiculous amount of palettes, I am getting rid of several. And then I do have a few that I'm going to just kind of test out and play with a little bit to see how I feel about it. But I think that this is like I didn't do as good as I wanted to do, but I did about as good as I was expecting to do. So it's kind of a win. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know down below what your favorite eyeshadow palettes are in case there's any that I need to add to my collection, which, let's be honest, there's not. However, I am a collector. So give this video a thumbs up if you like declutter videos like this, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future declutters. I have no idea what I'm doing next, whatever area of my collection is bothering me. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.